This is Shirley Swope from tangentsfromtasmania.blogspot.com, and I want to do a tutorial on how to fussy cut a digital image. This is usually a little bit different from trying to fussy cut a pre-colored images, because with digital images the artist is doing a line drawing, and sometimes the lines are not completely solid all the way around the image. So I'm going to do a worst case scenario for you so that you can see how to best do it, or the easiest way that I think to do it. So first thing I want to do is go to File, Open, and I'm going to open my digital image, and you've got your browser box, and I'm already up where I want to be. Got to choose all files, and I want to do an image called Ladybug Bear. This is a Sassy Cheryl's image, and I'm going to use the JPEG rather than the ping, just so you see what happens. So I'm going to click OK, and it brings it in, and I'm going to pull him down to the center and enlarge him. And I want y'all to see what I'm talking about, line drawings not being a solid line, and this is fine because we can fix it. So if we zoom in, you can see that on around his ears we've got these gaps. So when we do a trace, what it's going to do is it's going to trace around the outside of the line. That's okay. We've got a fix for it. So I'm going to go back, and we've got these openings all the way around this image. So just like we did with the pre-colored image, the next thing we want to do is we have our image selected. We want to go up and open our trace window. Select the trace area. And we want to uncheck high pass filter and go ahead and raise it all the way to 100. And then tell it trace the outer edge. I'm going to pull my image out, and then I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. You see how it traced around, and I have these gaps. So if I were to try to cut this right now, I'd have a disaster. So backing up, the next thing I want to do is we're going to do the offset. So we're going to select our image. We're going to open the offset window up over on the right toolbar. Click offset. And it opens it up. And if you follow around the edge of the image, you'll see that it's a solid line. Now it may be a bigger offset than you want at this point, but that's okay because we can fix that. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to reduce this a little bit. I'm going to reduce it to .20 and tell it apply. If I reduce it too much, it would cut this in two and I'd have holes again. So I've still got a solid line all the way around. That's okay. Click outside your image, then go back in and drag that inside one out and delete it. I need to get rid of all of this stuff in the center. So the way that I'm going to do that, and this is where the pre-colored is different from the digital, I want to choose open the modify window. I want to select my image, and then I'm going to tell it release. And what it's going to do is it's going to turn all of those little bitty sections loose so that they are now separate entities. So if I draw a rectangle around this whole thing, you can see that I've got lots of pieces. I want to get rid of all of those internal pieces. Now if I were to click delete at this point, everything would go away. I just want to get rid of what's in the middle. So the best way to do it is to click outside, start drawing your rectangle so that some of your main outer image is still hanging out. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go all the way till I have picked up this rectangle, this opening right here. Now, the outer image is not selected. Just tell it delete. Going over here, pull my image in. And you think, well, that's a little bit more of a than I want on my fussy cut. I want it to be a little bit closer. So the way that we do that is, I'm just going to leave this image in here. I'm going to select this outer one again, and I'm going to go and choose my offset window again. But this time, I'm going to choose the internal offset. Whoops, Control Z. Got the wrong one. Got to make sure that you get the, okay, I've got the outside image. So you want to make sure you've got the outside image. Now if you choose the internal offset, what it's going to do is it's going to create a line inside of the red line instead of outside. And if I raise that to a higher number, I'm going to zoom in so that you can see what's happening. You see I've got two lines. Now I'm going to go back out. And I'm going to keep raising it until I get a lot closer to my image. And I'm looking at the inside red line here. And when I get it about where I want it, and if I go with that right there, right now, I will cut off this tail wag right there. That's okay with me. It might not be okay with you. All you got to do is zoom back out a little bit and then tell it apply. Click outside, go in and choose the outer one. Whoops. I'll pull the outer one out. I'm going to delete it, select it, delete it, and then I'm going to click in here, and I'm going to use the arrow keys on my keyboard to kind of center my image inside of that red line. And when I get it about where I want it, then I want to draw a rectangle around the whole thing. And I want to group them because I don't want that bear to move from the cutting. Now, just to make sure I'm cutting the right thing, let's click on our Open the Cut Style window. And all that's going to cut is around the outside edge of the bear. And that's how you would do a fussy cut of a digital image. If it's a clothesline image, it will work perfectly the first time. If it's not clothesline, then you're going to have to do a little workaround, which is why I picked this harder of the two. Hope this is a tutorial that you can put to good use.